Mr. Moskowitz is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I won't repeat too much of what my colleagues have said, but I want to point out a couple of things, because I think it's important over the last couple of days as we saw that horrific, tragic incident at the hospital in Gaza. First of all, the Gaza Ministry of Health is Hamas. So any information that comes out of Gaza is put out by a terrorist organization. It is and was deeply disturbing to see the international media immediately take the word of Hamas that caused protests and riots around the world. It caused meetings with our allies to be canceled, for the president to see colleagues in this body immediately blame Israel with zero proof that Israel had anything to do with the tragedy at that hospital. But yet, when Israel said they didn't do it, everyone said, you must have proof. You must show us satellite imagery. You must show us the audio recordings. You must show us the missile trajectory. You must show us the size of the crater. Hamas, no proof. Israel, prove it. It is a disgusting, anti-Semitic, anti-Israel double standard. It is part of why this bill and resolution is so important. There can be no ceasefire with a terrorist organization while they're holding 200 hostages, Americans, children, Holocaust survivors. What kind of policy would that be if we let people capture Americans and then immediately say ceasefire? What kind of message would that send to all the other people that want to cause harm to America, that you can just take our people and immediately we enter into a ceasefire? You know, this is the first time that I can recall the stories my grandmother, who escaped Berlin, Germany, as part of the Kindertransport for the Holocaust, the pictures you've seen at the Holocaust Memorial, the stories you've told, the videos you've seen, Schindler's List. This is the first time that I think the Jewish community in modern times now understands that there are people, terrorist organizations, others protesting around the world and in this country, that want to see Hitler's dream fulfilled. And that is what Hamas is committed to. Hamas is not just committed to wiping a country off the earth, they're committed to wiping its people off the earth. And yet they're treated as a legitimate source of news in the international media. It's abhorrent. And so I want to thank the sponsor, Congressman Mass, for bringing this forward. I want to remind people when they say there's two sides to this story. Let me tell you something. Raping women is not resistance. Taking children hostage is not resistance. Taking a Holocaust survivor is not resistance, and killing 1,300 civilians, children in front of their parents, parents in front of their children, decapitating people is not resistance. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.